I'm going to try to stay out of your way as best as I can, but there's only so much I can do with where the camera's set up. Go from screw to screw. This was low from before, right in there. Remember? Man, I almost got it with just that. When you get it out, you just get it out of your pan. And I wipe it on the edge. Take it. Let's see. Let's see what I can do with this big one. Keep my finger over here. I can wipe it on the pan edge. Now see, over here, because I'm going this way, I have to try to put my finger over to the left so I can put more pressure on the left-hand side. I'm having a little difficulty over there because I'm used to pulling it the other direction. I put more pressure on the left-hand side. Take some of that off, smooth in the middle, pressure on the right hand side. That looks pretty bueno. If you have a good eye, you can kind of see what's going on here. Like just hold my knife right in like that. And that's looking pretty good. Okay, so now I have that. I'm not gonna really put any more over there for that right now. I'm just gonna see what I can do right in here. So I want to get it from the knife from here up to there, okay? Like in there. Now I can get that right in the gap where I need it. And I can put it in like that for the excess. This is already drying up in my pan. I gotta kind of hurry. I just had a little extra. I guess I shouldn't do that, should I? Okay, just have a little bit here, so go around the edge. I know I'm going to have to do some more work in there, but my main thing right here is just to get the rest of it out of the pan and in where I can for this last little bit. Okay, making sure that I don't have any high points, knowing that, see, I got it all out of the pan. It's already dry that quick. It's already too dry in my pan to smooth out. Okay, and what I like to do is every 1 or 2 batches, you see any little bit, even this dry stuff here, I'm gonna end up just scraping that very quickly before my next bit, because that could be dry on there and it could have a potential of it to drag. Okay, just looking on this other, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. And if I think I'm slightly high somewhere, I can just scrape off just a tad. But see, I did it so good from before that I don't really have any high bits. Before I start patting myself too hard on the back, I've got to go back over here, a clean edge on there, and see if I have any little bits of high edge I can push down. I don't have much. Looking at this, kind of where that screw is, kind of right down in there, I've got just a little bit. Where the transition is at the end, I'm just going to taper that down to nothing. Okay, that. Make sure my outside edge is lower than where I need it. Okay, beautiful. See, right in there, I pushed on it. I waited too long. That's kind of dry. There's little bits of flake on there, which is fine. I can see right in there, just slightly high, not very much. That takes the little edges right out. Liking this fix-all. I haven't used this in ages. And once you get it on there, if you have to move too much right now, it'll drag. And then you're like, oh shoot, I should have made that a little lower when I put it on. Just make it smooth again. I'm good. I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot. Okay. Now this time, I'm not going to mix up as much in my pan. I'm going to end up probably doing a quarter of the pan. That way I can put it all on. I can kind of mess with this. This is going to take me a little bit longer to just put a little bit on. You see what I mean? If I mixed up a third of the pan or half the pan, there's no way I'm going to be able to get it all on before it starts drying. Okay? So I'm going to spend a little more time on all of these low bits in the back, and that's why I'm not going to mix up as much. If I have any extra, then I know I can go back on the big wide areas, and I'll probably take my 6-inch and put some on there, and then I can use this whole area to flatten out anything that's still in here. I don't necessarily, at this point, I don't know if I'm going to use my 10-inch anymore on this step, but we'll see, because overall I've got enough on there. My angle's pretty much set, and so I could do the rest probably with my 6 and my 3-inch. We'll see. Okay, time to mix up some more. I probably should have mixed up a little bit more than that. It's kind of a guessing game once you get down here. It's almost like installing sheetrock mud. See, like I said, this time it's going to take a little bit longer. See, so when I grab it, I want to grab it off a lot on that side, and then I just wipe off a little bit of the edge. Grab it like that, wipe that little edge off, and get it in there. can do it's flat like that, come back. Like I said, there's only so long you can work with this stuff. That's why you should only think about mixing up what you can put down, and you'll start figuring that out once you start using this stuff. You see there? I'm right at the same angle and everything. I don't have much left in my pan, which is good because it's almost dry. It's still workable. Pretty much got it all out of my pan. Okay. I can wipe it there, grab it like that, put it on. Yeah. A little short, but that's okay. I can mix up some more. Mix up some more, I don't mind. It was getting hard. It's pretty much hard now. It's almost hard in the pan anyways. I got some on the riser. I'm just going to leave that alone until this dries. Then I can lightly scrape it off. I see in this corner the screw is high. I can see the whole screw head over here, so I know I've got to put it a little bit more on there. And I kind of figured that. You get up next to the edges. I kind of figured that was going to happen. But that's okay, because it'll be easy to finish that off. Just fill up a little bit. Once this just sets up, it only has to set up a few minutes. Once I mix up the next batch, I could put it basically right on top of here. Okay. I'm liking that. And where those screws are, instead of flat, it's still going up at an angle from here up. So as I filled that in, I had to be mindful of that. That's why initially I started with this one, and I can use this one next time after I put a little bit on there, and then just go right over that. Oh yeah. This is drying good. I don't see any pop marks on here like the other. This fix-all is working good. I should have used this before even trying the Durham's Rock Hard Water Putty. I will know now in the future, and so will you. Durham's Rock Hard Water Putty, that's for small little holes. That's for doorknob holes, old hinge locations. Gouges in a sheetrock wall, you know, different things kind of like that, or something where the sheetrock, the stucco patches that I was doing, and once you put it on there, it hardens up and you can kind of shave it off and contour it and stuff. And I think you could do this with the fix-all too. this fix-all pretty much acts like the Durham's rock hard water putty, but if I had the choice, and I'm doing small little patches, I would probably prefer using the rock hard water putty rather than the fix-all. But this fix-all is working excellent for these stairs and for smoothing out floors, contouring. If you're butting up two floors together and one slightly off, let's say I did a remodel years ago, and the guy was helping. We were adding on to some people's house, and we were trying to figure out what the existing floor line was going to be at, and kind of poked some holes through the wall and took some of the stucco off outside and lined it up the best we could, and we were still slightly off after putting the new flooring down, or I think it was concrete. We did a concrete slab on the outside, and it was slightly off. And the guy that I was working with, he took the fix-all and he did just like this. He tapered that out. He did it in the afternoon. Looked really good. You do something like that, then you're going to use the wide 10-inch and then a hand trowel, kind of like a concrete trowel. You could use that. But for here, we didn't need that, did we?